Hey, welcome back to my shop here at Shop Titans, Manicorn, and I want to kind of start a series on just like highlighting heroes, and figured I'd start out with everyone's favorite, the soldier. And by favorite, I mean the hero to hate. If you go on any different types of forums, any types of guides, any sites, anything like that for Shop Titans, whenever they're talking about heroes, Soldier is always like the worst. Nobody likes Soldier, and most people actually advise you just to skip the Soldier altogether. Compared to the tier 1 heroes, you got your Soldier, which is obviously the fighter class, and then you've got your Thief and your Mage. And most people will actually advise you to do 2 Thieves, 1 Mage, skip the Soldier, and go with Argon as your champion and make him your tank, and go with that, which is fine. That's the advice they're giving, and that's probably the best advice you can kind of get for it. But let's look at the soldier anyway, and I'll actually show you my soldier, which I do have a soldier, and that's just more because that's my style. I like to have one of everything in a sense. I like to have different characters. It just makes the game more fun for me. So let's look over. So obviously your soldier is going to have the high HP, high defense. Defense is their big thing, and that's what they are. Their offense, their attack is horrible, and evasion is none. So that's your soldier. That's your very basic fighter, meat tank type of hero that is. So let's look at my soldier. So I got my soldier all the way up to level 33. And skill-wise, he's actually not even that good. So eventually I'm going to retire him and start over and get a new one. So let's kind of talk about him. And he's your fighter class. Let's look. Obviously, attack. Critical chance is virtually nothing. And that's just more of what gear I have on. HP. There's your HP. And defense. That's the biggest thing about the soldier and what they're meant for. What is a soldier? They are meant for their threat rating and their defense, and they soak up all the damage. Now the big thing with the soldier obviously is, compared to other classes, that other fighters that you get later on, you can go up to just knight that you're going to be getting in a little bit, and also barbarian. Those are going to be much better options just kind of even early on in the game. Your knight basically kind of has the same type of innate skill. Let's look at our skills. So your skill is really just going to be learning skills faster, which is really just nothing. It's not even a big deal. And then your defense bonus. So they're going to have 25% defense all the way up when you got enough elements on them. And if you want to compare that to a knight, where's my knight? Yeah, my knight, he's going to be retired at some points. And look at them. They've got all the way up to 60%. I will say that you got to look at that as just, that's compared to what gear they're using, as opposed to just overall, but still it doesn't even matter. Got the element of earth. And let's look at what other earth we have going on. So for the fighter class, he's the only earth. You got your wanderer, obviously much better. And you got your druid, better there too. So he doesn't even stand a chance with others, especially when with the barriers you're looking to break the shield. So, and being a tank, you're really defending with him anyway, so it doesn't even matter at that point with it. Champions, the only champion that is earth element is Ashley over here. So not really breaking any ground there with trying to help out with that. So that doesn't even matter at all also. So let's see. So why in the world would you choose a soldier after me telling you that they're horrible and they're the worst? And why in the world do I have one? Basically, like I said before, variety. I like to have one of every hero, and eventually I will have multiple of the better ones, but either way, I want one of everyone. Just because it's unique, I like them, they're fun, and that's about it. So what is he used for, and what do I use my soldier for? So he is the party tank. He's going to be taking all the damage, and that's about it. Um, let's look at gear. So let's kind of get him dressed up to what type of gear you want to get him. So let's look normal. So out of the options that we have going here, we're going to want a Gentleman's Blade. Why? Because it gives you a defense bonus. Because you don't really care about the offense for him. He's just there to survive and get beat up and get all with his threat rating, everything going to him. So there's his threat there. And right here, I like going with the Gear Enforcer just because it's got the leaves and the bonus and the earth element going on for it. And right here, I go with this one just because of higher defense. And this one, defense, basically has an option right there. So basically all around you're just looking for defense. Defense and health if it's an option. And that's about it. That's really how you're going to build him. And then obviously you want the elements all to be green and grass. And elements, you got a couple of different options for spirits. So for spirits, the main option, the biggest option, and basically what you're going to go with 99.9% of the time is your Mammoth Spirit. Mammoth Spirit has the 10% defense and also 10 plus 10 threat rating. So the best advice really is to kind of go all 6 and that's it and call it a day. It's very easy and that's it. A couple other options you do have are a lizard. And with the lizard, you've got the health to make him even more tankier in a sense. And also for the fact that there is a cap and you can run into that depending on who you're fighting with the defense. So if you have a defense cap, then too much defense can be a bad thing. So if you don't even care about that and you don't even want to bother with those numbers, then go with the Mammoth. If you do care about those numbers and you want to crunch everything, then go with a couple of lizards. And he'll just keep gaining health there. Now there are a couple other options that aren't so great, but you do have a Ram Spirit. And with the Ram Spirit, you got the plus 5% defense. So you could go with that if you want. If you just want to go cheap with them and you don't want to spend money, you can use that. And also you got your Rhino. Yep. So you got your Rhino there. So you can mix up the two right there. Go with some Rams, go with some Rhinos. And with that, it's really just cost effective. And like I said, if you're using him, you're not using him for high level. You're using him for the mid-level type thing. So if you're doing that, then you really could just kind of deck him out and do those different types of things. Party, he's not going to solo, so don't even try to solo with him. Duo, yeah, he could duo. Not high, like I said, you're not going into high dungeons with him and duoing and full parties and stuff like that. He's going to be for those mid-lower. He could also help out with going for some lower level bosses if you team him up with somebody. So he's got some play there. Also, if you want to think about what can you do with him and what champion is he good with. So let's look at our champions, and right off the bat, my girl Hema. Some people hate her, some people love her, and you gotta kind of know how to use her. So with her skill, she's going to be, each turn, she's going to drain 9% of the HP ally, yada yada. So pretty much she gets her energy by draining her party. So the best kind of characters for this are going to be your barbarians, your soldiers, your red classes. And he works very well with her. If you want to create a party with her, I'll actually in the future talk about a Hema party that I've used and also one I'm reconstructing. But with her, Cleric is also a good option with her, but I'll get more into those things with that. But your Soldier Boy, yeah, he's going to be good with Hema. Also, if you want to kind of look at another option, you got Polonia. You're like, Polonia, but tricksters are meant for Polonia. Yeah, not everyone has 3 souls and 3 great tricksters going, so if you want to fill in the pieces, he's actually pretty good with Polonia for those lower levels until you get your tricksters up and running. So think of him as an option if you got a kind of higher level or whatever and you build him up. He's a good kind of fill in until you get to that point. So, pretty much to kind of sum up my boy Ethan, my soldier here. Titan Soul, definitely no. No matter how much you like him, I would say no. There's so many other options, but I mean, if you've been playing this game for 5 years and you got souls to burn, then sure, go ahead. So if you ever get to that point where you've been playing a game for that long that you just have it, then go ahead, play the game the way you want to. A lot of people always are just a matter of fact, and this is how you do it, and that's the way they play. Remember, this is your game. You can kind of play the way you want. So in the beginning, most people will say skip them, hire the thieves, hire the mage, use Argon. Personally, I like him as just adding to my variety, and that's it. Skills, one last thing to kind of go over skills. You're going to want to go for defense or you want to go for health. So you could do a defensive skill and a health skill, or you can go for the full defense. Either one are going to be good. With mine, obviously, these just aren't that great. He's an soldier. So he's already an hero and he's an soldier. So definitely somebody I'm going to re-roll at some point. I'm probably going to wait till the next tower and then I'll probably re-roll him. That's usually when I kind of re-roll. So right now I've got maxed right now, 33. But it'll be re-rolled. And when I say re-roll, I am not re-rolling skills, I'm re-rolling the hero. So I'll start him off brand new and get him to level 10, try to figure out my first 2 skills, and then retire and do it over and over again. Good thing with him, he's cheap. So he costs nothing to do that. All it is just a lot of time. So if you like this, like, subscribe. I'll go into all the heroes. I'll probably go into champions at some point, but figured this would be kind of a fun thing to kind of get into. Thanks. Bye.